have 44 member states. The OECD has 36, which means that 8 of our members are not yet members of the OECD. And there is no other way to get to the OECD but to get there also through our working group on bribery. Why I say also? Because there are around 30 similar working parties at the OECD. And when countries trying to join the OECD, they have to get the green light from all of them. But you know, we are being famous by the fact that we are the most rigid group by giving the green light. So our process is not an automatic one. Our member states really do very carefully assess the readiness of the country to fight corruption before they give the country the green light to join the OECD. We are trying to tighten the grip, not only because we really want to be very, let's say, strict on when we will be making decisions on admitting countries to the OECD, but also for our own sake. See, there's no point to have 44 members in the group if half of them are not doing what is expected of them, which is enforcing the convention. What I see as the biggest problem and the most serious problem now on the global anti-corruption front is the problem of growing nationalisms. We have countries in the world which are not so interested anymore, if I put it politely and mildly, in the global efforts in the fight against corruption. They're turning more back to their national solutions, back to their national sovereignty, claiming that no one from outside will tell them how they will fight corruption. And analyzing those countries, there's a clear, let's say, you can see a clear parallel between countries where have very strong political leaders in place. Some call them autocratic leaders, and the situation which I just described, that they're not so much interested in fulfilling international, if you want, global standards in the fight against corruption. Exactly in those countries, the level of corruption is increasing. So we have countries with strong leaders not being interested so much in the global efforts against corruption, and the level of corruption in their countries is increasing. The statements of those political leaders who are saying that nobody will tell us what to do to fight corruption if it's not from our country are basically window dressing or cover up for their deteriorating situation in the area of corruption in their own countries. Sometimes they themselves, they do take part in that corruption, but that depends, varies from country to country. But what is more important is that countries where it is obvious that do not want to follow these global standards in the fight against corruption are having more and more domestic corruption problems.